welcome to episode 8 of Redcraft Reborn. I'm Duck Hunter 1. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. So, on the last episode, I said that I was going to do a concrete farm. So, yes, we're going to try to get that in this episode, but it's going to take a while. First thing I actually want to do is build a dye farm. Now, dye farms are usually pretty big, but I want to get every single dye in that we possibly can. So it's going to take a while. I've actually had to travel miles across the map. It's actually over that way, about 3,000 blocks, I think it is, to find the exact point where I want to do this. So give me a second and I will zoom right over there. Right, so we're over at the flower biome, flower forest thing that we actually needed. As you can see, there is tons of flowers around. But the place we actually needed was this bit here, right behind us, where the daisies and the cornflowers, are together. This is so hard to actually find. Somewhere where these two are actually right next to each other. That's why I've had to fly around the whole map just to find it. But yes, this is where we're going to build it. So the farm I'm actually going to be using is a design by Potato Noir. The link to the actual video is down in the description. I'm not going to show you how it's built. I'm just going to get it built because it's going to take a few hours to get done. And I don't want to waste your guys' time by doing another time lapse for just that. Because we're going to have two massive builds here that, yeah, I don't want to do time lapses for them. I just want to get them on, get them built, and just see how they look when they get back. So give me, I'd say, a few seconds and I'll be back, but it will actually be a few hours. So there we go, and I'll see you in a minute. Hello everyone, we have finally finished. It's actually taken us a lot longer than we thought to get this thing together. We've been working on this nearly 2 weeks. That's why I've not had a video come out, because I've been trying to get this sorted. But if you look behind us, you can see what we've been working on. So the original videos that we follow, I will leave the links down in the description for these. But we came across so many problems with building this. We've had to near enough redo a lot of redstone and do a lot of different things. There is a chunk loader up there. The original one did not work at all, so we've borrowed Zoomovoid's version of this. And as you can see, the light is blinking up there, which means it's actually working. So we know it's on and off constantly. And I will show you why we have a chunk loader in a moment. Ignore that lot down there. That's overspill. But yes, so we'll start over this side. We actually have, if we can get up here, we actually have a concrete machine. Do I have any? Oh, I've got some in there so we can, nope, we don't want to do that. Let's take some of that out. I'll show you how this works. So what I actually do is we will switch this on. You can see the blocks are flying out. And as you see, that blows it all up and sends it down into the system that we will get to in a second. So yes, that's a concrete maker. So it turns powdered concrete into proper concrete. And then that'll drop down through here into the water channel, and then we'll go up into the system. So this is where all the dyes go. Now, obviously, certain colors we have kept in their natural form. These all come into these ones here, and there's flowers, blue. We've got wither roses. I will show you how that is made in a second. We've got bone block makers. Literally everything is along here. Now, there is one area that I have not done, which is this bit. So what I want to do is make up a machine that turns 2 items into 1 item, but I haven't quite got that far yet, so we will work on that one. But yes, we get a lot of other items through here as well. I think this one may be having issues, but it's fine. So what I will do, now I've installed this. No, it's not that one. Press the right button. That one, yes. So, got the free cam up and running. So try and ignore this bit behind me. That is where all the concrete is going. It'll all go into these. It's really hard to control this free cam. But yes, so what have we got? We've got up here the 2 high flowers. They all get transformed into, well, they get bone milled and they get made into drops, which then get picked up by a cart down there. I'll show this all working in a minute. You have to press certain buttons. As you can see, there's a ton of bone meal around this system at the moment because it's overflowing. So, yes. We've also got various different bits and pieces. We've got, this is where the green dye is made. All goes into the furnaces that are hidden down here. And furnaces there are where all the green dye is made. Up here, we have actually got kelp, which is used to power all the furnaces. It's literally powers itself. So it's all there. That's made for that. Got clocks for that there. Down on the bottom layer, which I didn't show you, it's just a normal farm to produce blue and grey, light grey flowers. Yeah, they just get done here. Like I say, I'll show you up and running in a moment. Up here we've got our cactus farm, which is for the green dye, which is always great. And then up here, this is our bone meal producer. So it's just a moss farm that gets made into bone meal just there, and it gets shot into the system. Unfortunately, it wasn't producing enough, so I added another section on top of that. So we've actually got 2 producing bone meal. At the moment, there's tons of bone meal going through it because nothing is actually running. Now, if we go up even higher, I'm hoping the free cam will work up here. So originally, I had the chunk loader here. It did not work. Original issues with it was spitting out items into totally the wrong position. And also the height was wrong. So the height that they built it at, it was connecting up with the other portals, so it wasn't going right. We've actually got chunk loader here, which you may be able to see working. Look carefully, you'll see a bit of glass that spits out. Might see it. Yeah, it's just, you can see it sort of spitting out, spitting into the portal, and then it comes back through on this side, which you can just see there. And it keeps the chunks loaded. So we will get to see that in a second. Let's go back down to me. Okay, I'm here. So, yes, got loads of different bits and pieces. I had to rewire a lot. So, the original farm that we had a load of redstone here that produced all the different colours of dye, but it never actually worked. And I couldn't get it working. So, I've just sorted out a totally different system. So if I switch that on, you should be able to see this farm start working. So it produces the blues, the whites, and a few other bits and pieces in between. So that is all working okay. Like I say, this has taken us a long time to sort out. There is other bits and pieces. If I go up here, got a door that goes up to other bits and pieces. I'm not going to dig into this too much because it's actually, I can never find my way up here. Ow. Usually have to fly up. I have rockets. I do have some rockets. Oh, look at that. First time. So this is my AFK spot. I just sit in here when I want to AFK it. Up here, I've got any bone. Oh, we've got plenty of bone meal. So what this is for cocoa beans. All I have to do is switch that on. You will see it running. And you just place cocoa beans. As long as I don't place a torch instead. And that just puts them all into the system. Always leave some up here for me. And that'll go all the way around into the sorting system. And you've got different bits and pieces here. This is for up here. So I can actually get... I don't know how Phantom got in there. But yes. Yeah, that's kind of thrown me off. How the hell did a Phantom get in there? That's strange. But yes, I've got a two-part system. Either I can have the dye coming down into this. And it's actually empty at the moment. So I'm going to switch that on. And bring that down here. Let that fill up a bit before switch it on. But if I switch that on, it will start making... I think it starts firing everything up. Yeah. That should be making green dye, but I'll leave it for the moment so it just gets a bit backed up. Got lots of systems here for producing items. Pretty crazy. This one, I apologise for the sound because it's a bit noisy. That literally just makes kelp. So it's pretty easy. This system over here used to be that you flick different switch for different flowers, but I've changed it. So all you have to do, flick the lever, and you can see the flowers coming out. If I flick that, you'll see the cart that comes up. There it goes. I was starting to think it weren't coming up. And all I have to do is switch that off, wait for the cart to pick up the last few items, turn it off, and it will come down here. There it goes, and it will go into the lava breakup and then send all the items out. See the items going around the system, and they'll just keep going round and round until everything is absorbed. So the next part of the system, I think that's most of the colours sorted there. You can see the cactus farm that's bringing down the items. There's loads of them going down there. Now let's see, where are we? Right, what we need to do is go all the way to the top. And this system here, that top farm all the way up there that's producing the bone meal, is literally turned on and off with a bubble elevator. Literally it. Really easy. Switch that on and it will turn it on. We can go flying up here. You'll be able to see it all running as we're going up. Right, so you'll see that I'm picking up glass blocks. As it fires out, I will put them back into the system, don't you worry. Let's come around here. Can't put it into the system on this side. Well, I can go around this side and do it, but that'll start shooting out. So, right, this is the chunk loader, so items are firing in and out constantly. But if I go into free cam again, we can come down here. And you can see the hoglins being loaded in. Hopefully, because sometimes they don't. And the odd little piglin that loads in as well. There we are. We do have a few going in. Fortunately, the next part I can't show you unless someone sat up here AFKing. But yes, this is AFK platform. Oh, you can actually see them from here. All loading in and spawning in. See, what we will do is Go back to the other side. Get rid of the blocks. Ow. We'll try and get down as quickly as possible, so you might be able to see something. Ouch. Went to exactly the wrong place. Now I need to go back up to come down. Oh, yeah, it's here. Little trapdoor. Which hopefully I can fall all the way down without dying. There we are. Very loud. Probably too late now to see the Hoglins spawning. But you can see up there, there's a portal. This is very loud. I can never turn the sound off. Let's actually just turn that down a second. So we do have a wither here in a wither cage. Nice little simple one there. All the details on the video if you want to ever make one. So the wither is trying to shoot at the iron golem, but the little bubble elevator that's there pushes them up and down, so they aim towards that hole there and kill all the piggies. And when they drop their items, they actually drop wither roses because it's being killed by the wither. So, like I say, nice and easy. So this has taken us, me and Dark, 2 weeks to actually get it up and running. It's still nowhere near perfected. We've got other things that we want to add to it. Coloured blocks, coloured wool, things like that. We will have a wool farm up and running at some point. But yeah, this is what we've been working on. One little tip is, even though you see a farm online and it might look absolutely brilliant, don't always expect it to work. Especially if they've built it in a single player world. This isn't a single player world, this is a multiplayer world, so not everything works. So you may have to spend some time rebuilding stuff and reworking stuff, which we have had to do. But apart from that, I really expected this to take me a day or two to complete. So it's kind of throwing me a bit. But there is another project I have been working on in the background, which has actually taken me a couple of months to do, or about a month to do, I think it is. But I haven't built anything for it. And that is where we're going next. I don't actually need these blocks yet for this. May do, may not. We'll see how it goes. But yes, I will be back in a second and you'll see what I've been doing. So as the sun sets on my area here, it seems ages since I've actually done anything around here. But the other thing that we have been working on, if I can get this right, is just over here. See a beacon of light just in front of us. That is where we are going to. So there is a long ladder down. So this is our spawn area up above. And what we've done may have been digging a hole. Quite a long hole. So I can actually fly down here. So we come all the way down here. And we are now actually underneath my base here. I'll just fall down to the bottom, that's fine. Can I get out of here? Yes, I can. So, yes, I've dug a hole all the way to my base from spawn. But that's not all. Because there's a hole down there as well. So, if we come all the way down this one, I've actually patched quite a bit in. Some of it I haven't though, but yes, it's been patched in. And then we make a turn here. We are actually underneath Wickedy's base now. And you can see where I've been blowing stuff up and digging away. And it's not been filled in yet. Some of it has, some of it hasn't. But yes, we come along here and you can see where we've got up to with the digging. And we keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Still going. Okay, this goes on forever. This took a lot of work. And we are... nearly made it. Didn't quite make it. But if we go through here, I didn't want to go too far down here because there is a reason why. If you watch Dark's videos, you would actually understand what he's doing. But we're at Dark's Hole, where his iron farm was, or what's left of it anyway. So this is going to be our next project. This is going to take a long while to do, but I'm going to make a start on it. We are making a sewer system to get to everyone's bases. The part that I'm going to be working on today is underneath my base, just here. So I need to make some kind of grand structure here. Not grand, but better than what it is. So it's more or less going to be a square box on the outside. It's got to join this part and join that part up together. That's the level I need to do it on. So I'm going to just make a start, get the box up and running so we can see the dimensions. And then we can work on the inside and maybe work a bit on the tunnels and see how it goes. And there we go. We have got our square little box. Not quite a square, but it is a square for us. So this is the area we need to build in. So I've got no idea what I'm going to do, but I'm going to go with it and see what we can get together. I've got a few items stacked up that we can use. Got some greens and greys. Nothing else in there. I'm loving this type of blocks I've got here. So I have made some of them up, which should be in that one. Yes, we've got a couple of blocks made up here. And we'll just see how we get on. So one of the things I want to be doing is making some kind of waterway that is going to come straight down the middle of the room. So if it's going to be coming in like that, I'm thinking it's probably going to be 3 wide. So if we get that made up, just so we can see where we're going. And it's got to go that way, and it's got to go that way. So we need to kind of be in the middle, which I think is there. So one of the things I want to play with here is making the water like a greeny colour. So we need some layers here, I think. Not too many. Got to be careful, because having a beacon in the area is making me dig up a lot quicker than I need to. So we'll kind of leave it about there, just so we can see how we're going to do it. So I've got some grey and I've got some green. So I kind of want to... I'll probably put some lighting down here just to make it a bit better, maybe. We'll see. So we want... I'm going to just put some grey down. And then we'll put some green down. Just to see how it looks without lighting. And then we'll go from there. Should have some water. Oh, I've got a water bucket on me. That's good. So we'll kind of just... No, water. That went weird, but it's done the job. Let's just stick blocks there for now, and we can fill this in. Okay. It doesn't look at what I want it to look like. That looks weird like that, but that's the way this texture pack is. So, how are we going to do this? Right, let me see. We'll get under here. Got some torches on me, haven't I? Yeah, so we can pop a couple of torches down just to have a look here. Helps them get out of the pool. I'm still not sure about that. maybe if I put some... Maybe if I don't know, actually. What we got? We've got some walls. Maybe if I put some walls in? Kind of direct the flow of the water a bit more. No, I don't think so. It's always worth looking at every avenue. Problem is I haven't done the floor, so it doesn't look as good yet. Maybe if I take some tuff. Like place it randomly. I mean, it could help. What other blocks have I got? Maybe some green concrete or some moss blocks. I've got moss blocks. So that's green concrete powder, moss blocks. That's looking a bit better. It's not as light, but I think it might do if we do something like that all the way through. And we'll see how it looks, but then we've got to do all the edges as well. So I'm not too sure about that bit yet. Let me go ahead, get this all the water in. We'll get this sort of pattern all the way around, maybe add a couple of extra blocks and see how we like on there. Right, okay, so we've got a little idea of what's going on here. We filled in all the water there. We're just trying out different types of blocks. So what we've got is mossy cobblestone slabs. Stairs. We've got some more moss covered bricks there and tuft and all kinds of bits and pieces. Got tuff stairs. We've got this little pool area that's coming down from the top that seems to be feeding this area. I'm planning on having a couple more in here maybe just to fill it out a bit more. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. This is kind of the colour that I want to be going for around the whole build. But we'll get there slowly. What I can do with the glow lichen is kind of around this area. I'll probably take this all up in a bit anyway, but just to add in a bit of extra around the water area so it looks like it's splashing. I want something that's going to be holding up the ceiling. So I'm thinking maybe we can have 4 stack. Don't want to go too high because I will be filling in the ceiling. Let's go one more. Do we have... I don't have the stair block on me. Yeah, I got something. I'm not sure about that. Maybe have the brick on the top there like that. That would probably look better. Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. So we're going to need to take all this down again. Why don't we take some stairs with us while we're at it? What did I do with them? There we go. Maybe use some kind of accent here. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll do something like that. So you want to... It's not going to let me do it, is it? Oh, it might do. No, that's not how I want it. It's not going to let me do it, is it? God's sake. There we go. Have a think here. Not going to let me do it, is it? Not the way I want it. Problem with Top, it breaks so easily. I think that's good. Yep, that's got that. Let's get rid of that block. I'm going to put that on there like so. There we go. See how it looks. Okay, not bad. It'll look better when I've got some light and stuff in here. But it's looking okay actually. I'm liking that. Let's stick a couple of torches on there so it doesn't look too bad. Okay, that's not bad. I might put like a banner on here or something. See what we can come up with. Now, I don't want them all directly in the middle because I want it to look like everything's broken sort of thing. Do that over here actually. What I could do here, maybe have it kind of broken. Do something here so it looks like it's kind of tipped over. So we want a few blocks lying around. Want it sort of leaning on the floor like it's fell over. Something like that. So it actually looks like it's kind of fell over. We'll put a few of these in. And then what I might do is get myself a bucket of water. Could have brought some scaffolding along, but it's fine. What I can do is let's try and get the right area. Yeah, it's a cave up there. Okay. Okay. It's not too bad. Remember, there will be lighting up. What I can do here is we go something like that. And then what other ones we've got on us? We've just got these ones for now. So we'll put these in here. Then we can have the water running down. So it looks like it's eating away at the ground. Maybe put some of these in. Get it a bit deeper. Want it to kind of look like it's eaten away at the ground. So if because I want to block this off so water doesn't go any further. We can always have it come in maybe out here. No, oh wait. Not what I wanted. Let's go maybe like that. And what we'll do is we'll dig out some. I don't know why that pushed me underwater, but okay. So let's put some of these blocks down. Get some moss in there. Will that stop it going any further? No. But as for the most part, not for this part here, so what we could do is Chuck some wool in there. Right, so let's get rid of some more blocks. We'll put some of the posh blocks in there. There we go. It's starting to look like it's actually worn the area away. Right, so I'm going to get on and do this. Try and light it up a bit so you can see what's going on. And I will come back when I've got to the right point that I think it's going to be. May not include the walls, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, and we're done in here. So I put the water features in. So it's running out both ways. Eventually it will go down that way and back up that way. But I've added some arches to the walls, tried to make them a bit 3D. So this area that was broken that I said before, I've actually included that in the arches and a few other bits and pieces down there. And we've got a flooded area here. I've also included a little, let's call it a statue. I'm not too sure on this. I may actually take this down because I think it looks too white, too bright. It's kind of the wrong color for in here. But yes, I thought I'd noticed a bit up there that was missing, but it's not. It is up there. So all the columns are in place holding up the ceiling, apart from the one where it's falling down. I may even make some kind of hole up there so it looks like it's falling down a bit more. But yeah, I actually like this. I think this has come out quite well for me. I'm not too keen on the walls, but that might be the texture pack that does that. So yeah, it's looking okay. And I've got all these slimes that are here, there and everywhere. It's turned into a slime farm here. But yeah, I am more than happy with that. It's a great start, and it'll hopefully give the other people on the server a little push to start on their own bits. Wickedy, Dark, I'm talking about you guys. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe even Vito too. I'd love to see Vito working on something like this. But yeah, that is it for now, I think. We have done a bit of work. Quite a bit of work today. It's actually taken me 2 weeks to get this episode out. That is absolutely crazy. But thank you everyone for watching. Thank you all for joining. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And please, please, please comment. I want your comments. I want you to comment on everything. Because the more comments we get, the better traction the video will get on YouTube. So I guess for now, it's the end of the episode. And I will say goodbye. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.